Well, the Public Investment Corporation's Board of Directors has resigned. It follows damning allegations at a commission of inquiry into the corporation. The board claims the allegations are an attempt to discredit it. So for more on this, we're joined in studio now by our colleague, Heidi Giokos. Heidi, thank you so much for joining us this evening on Newsnight. Now, you've been following this story quite intensively. 9 board members resigning, including the Deputy Finance Minister, Mondli Nkugubele. Clearly something is up there.
So let me just take you a step back.
Yeah.
We heard from the PIC Commission of Inquiry about an alleged whistleblower by the names of James Nogu. Now, James Nogu had sent emails to the PIC board as well as to the PIC executives that the CEO at the time, Dan Machile, was involved in giving a loan to his alleged lover. And now a separate investigation was done into that, but damning allegations towards the CEO. He went away for a while and made a reappearance in the beginning of this year, sending emails to the PIC board again, saying that he's back from the holidays, and he claims that the Deputy Finance Minister, who is also the chairman of the PIC board, together with another PIC board member, is trying to capture the PIC. Now, these are major allegations because you're dealing with an asset manager that deals with mostly government employees' pension funds. It's to the value of 2 trillion rand. So these allegations obviously need to be taken really seriously. Earlier today, I saw another email in circulation about how the PIC board is being captured, and the chairman as well as other executives are going into extremely dodgy deals with various companies for their own benefit and not to serve the purpose of what the PIC does, to ensure they invest in proper companies and to make sure there's returns on government employees' pension funds. Then you receive a letter like this from 9 board members to the finance minister saying that they want to resign and they want to be relieved of their duties.
But when you receive such a letter of resignation from 9 board members, including the Deputy Finance Minister, the very same Finance Minister has been accused of capturing or wanting to capture the PIC. Does that not then say that perhaps where there's smoke, there's fire? Or that there must be something going on for the 9 of them to resign, especially, as you've mentioned, with the CEO's allegations of having given his girlfriend a loan?
You see, the thing is, Faith, that I think this is also why this PIC Commission of Inquiry is so important, to try and establish what is actually going on. Because we heard from a non-executive board member on Tuesday that testified at the commission that Mondli Nkugubele was, very vocal in terms of saying that he had no confidence in the board and they did not handle the matter properly. Then you had a situation where you saw another, board member or an executive at the PIC testifying the next day, Victor Siani, saying that, that Dan Machile actually just exercised his power and went into dodgy deals, not informing the board and not letting them in on what is actually going on and why the PIC decided to invest in a specific company such as AO Technology. So it's literally, I always say it's like the days of our lives, because he says, she says, and you don't actually understand what is going on until the PIC Commission can release its final report and say, actually, the board, with the Deputy Finance Minister, Mondli Nkugubele, was not guilty of those allegations by this alleged whistleblower, or actually they were. But this speaks volumes. This letter speaks volumes, because they're basically saying that they do understand what impact it will have that they are resigning. It's 9 board members of the PIC, the Public Investment Corporation of South Africa. It's a massive blow. They're basically saying, we're throwing in the towel until these allegations are proven, because we just feel as though we're being victimized, and that's just how they feel.
We can talk for hours about the subject matter, but the sad part about it is the fact that the people that are affected, the pension funds that are affected, are those of the public servants, the people that go to work every single day from 8 until 5 or from 9 until 5 to ensure that they've got livelihoods and to ensure that at the end of the day they get something to go home with. And those are the people that are affected. We're talking about it at a very high level, but those that where it matters most are those people that do not necessarily have an alternative, really.
That is exactly it. And that's why I think this PIC Commission of Inquiry was established, and the President said, we can't play around with this. I mean, it's government employees' pension funds. If we can just put it into context, the PIC invested into companies like Steinhoff when we saw that massive corporate scandal happening with Steinhoff. PIC invested in that, government employees' pension funds, apparently about over 20 billion rand has been lost because of that poor investment. VBS Mutual Bank, that bank has collapsed. The PIC had invested in there as well. AO Technology, we don't know where that company is heading to, given the fact that the share price has dropped by almost 80% since the PIC invested in there. And, as you rightfully say, it's government employees' pension funds. What is going to happen when these people one day want to retire, and because of the poor decisions that the PIC has made, the poor investments, the dodgy investments that they have decided to, invest in, what's going to happen to our government's employees' pension funds?
Heidi, we're going to leave our conversation there, but it's definitely a continuing story. There, our reporter Heidi Giokos giving us the latest on that PIC debacle.